Well. Hey, welcome to my channel, Old Man Disc Golf and Prodigy Street Team. I am Jason Rice. And so I'm doing a fun video. So if you follow me at all, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a pastor. And one of my buddies who is also a global Methodist pastor, his name is Yoder, the disc golfing pastor. I'll put his stuff in the description. He is joining the Prodigy Street Team, which is super cool. And he and I are going to be at a conference together next week in Peoria, Illinois, right? So we're going to get away to play Northwoods. We're going to go play ICC. We're going to play Eureka Perm. So in between, different sessions and things like that. But he's got to build a bag. And I thought I'm going to surprise him when we go and bring him some discs, because switching your bag is pretty intense. And so I was going through my stash, and I get a lot. Anyway, and so I thought it'd be fun to put this video out of the disc that I'm taking him and seeing what everyone thought. Like, man, how did you not put that in there? That's a money disc. So they're not in any order, just how they got stacked up. So he throws a Lozado now. Like, I know how he plays. I don't necessarily know his bag, but he throws a Lozado now. So of course, an archive. This is a 400 archive. So out of my stash. I don't know what he throws for fairways. I've seen a few of them. We've played together a lot, but I don't pay attention, to be honest with you. So 400 F5, like everyone's got to have an F5 in their bag. It's just a super manipulative disc, right? You can move it on all kinds of angles. F1, it is the best overstable fairway driver for certain. This is just a 400 second stamp. And so I know he's got 400 feet of power, 350, 375, so he'll definitely be wanting that. This is from a couple tournaments that we ran at A4. I don't personally bag the A4, but I just thought, there are a lot of people that do. You'll probably really enjoy this. This is a 400 plastic. This is one of my old PA1s. I love the PA1 for just that throwing putter approaches. I tried doing a die on this. It didn't really work out, but it's a 750. It's not beat up too bad. So again, something to just see. He throws a bird now all the time. And so I was like, dude, that's going to be like the hardest part to replace, I think, is that bird. Because I don't think, if there's something in the Prodigy lineup, I don't know, leave a comment that, you're like, hey, I threw a bird and this is what I replaced it with. The money disc. Every Prodigy player has to have this in their bag, man. This A3s, 400, 500. I carry like 4 A3s in my bag. It's crazy, but they are just so consistent. I love the stamp. This is from the Fling for Hope tournament that we do every year, and this is last year's stamp. And I did just like this cool shaving cream dye on it. I like the way that it's kind of just faded out. I had 4 of these that I dyed, and this is my last one. And honestly, like, it's killing me to give it away because it's so money, but I have so many A3s, gotta be good and share it. This is something I thought was like just going to be a staple in my bag, but it isn't. The H3 500 Spectrum. I throw the H3, but I tend to throw the Air Spectrum because I use it for big turnovers. But I thought, hyzer flips for him, those type of things. We'll see if it ends up in his bag. Again, another money disc that every single Prodigy player I think has to have is the FX3. I rely on the FX3. It was crazy. I lost mine and I'd given 3 others away, and I didn't have a backup, and I played in a tournament and it was a hole. So as soon as the points came out and I made my order, I ordered 4 more. So FX3. I had to hook him up with 1 team stamp at least. So this is another F5, just just a different bill with the chalky 400 plastic. So again, I think, and this is a little bit lighter, but had to be hooked up with a team stamp. X3, I'd like to know what you guys think. I throw the X3 a lot. I will bounce back and forth between it being my go-to driver. I'm about 300 on distance. This is a 750, so it's the most overstable X3 that I have. And so I find myself not really throwing it very much anymore. So I thought I'd throw it in there and just see how it works out for him. But X3 is a great disc. Feedback. I ordered several of these, and my son aced with. I had a prototype one. My son aced with it, and so of course that ended up in his bag. But I've given more away. It doesn't, the FX4 flies about the same for me with it, and the Shadowfax, and I just like them better. It's a great disc, but I just end up not throwing it. So, but I'm hooking him up with a feedback. He throws a ride now, and he also throws a Glory, I think. And so a lot of dynamic stuff. So I think that the feedback will be a great disc for him. I had actually picked this up for him at a tournament anyways. He told me he lost his A2, that he loved it. And so I picked this up, and we were supposed to play together, and he ended up getting sick, and we didn't. So I was bringing this to him anyways, just that Tour Series Spectrum A2. I've never thrown, I have one of these, but I have a A2 in my bag. It's a team stand that I really like, and so I've never thrown that one. D2 Air, like, again, something that I find going in and out of my bag. Like, I'll put it back in and really like it when it's there, and then it'll come back out. I don't know, but I thought I'd hook them up with it. And then this is a H2. This is, I think, in my opinion, will probably replace the Rive, but we'll see. This is one that I've had for a while. This is, when I first got on the team, I got it from a guy, and I just didn't throw it a lot. Now I find myself throwing the H2 more again, but I have a team stamp one that I throw. F3, like every Prodigy player has to have an F3 in their bag, right? Here's the crazy thing. I've given so many F3s away. This is my last one. That's not true. My second to last one that I'll throw. I have one that I dyed that is pretty beat up, but I just can't give it away because it's my favorite dye. But this is an Air, so it'll fly a little bit differently, but it's a really good run. When we did this tournament, I really like these. I actually snagged 2 or 3 out of the players packs because I wanted them, but I've given them all away except for one. Shadowfax. This for me is a go-to. I throw this all the time. I love my Shadowfax. I actually carry 3 different Shadowfaxes. I carry a 400, I carry a 500, and I carry a 750 Spectrum. And I also carry an Air. So it's just a spot in my bag that I absolutely love. So we'll see. I think you'll like it as well. And then FX4. Again, just a money disc. I throw the FX4 a lot if I need a driver with a little bit of stability. That's not a meat hook, that will still fight some wind, things like that. Throw my FX4 a lot and consistently push it, right at that 300 feet, like the Shadowfax. So I can throw the FX4 the furthest, FX4 the furthest. If I get a good flex on it, I can throw it the furthest. So that's what I'm thinking. Taking them, of course, Prodigy Mini, and I'm going to put it all in a Prodigy bag. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Well, 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 well.